Cancer, welcome to your weekly tarot reading for May the 30th to June the 5th. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the week ahead. Okay, Cancer, one more shuffle. Okay, there we go. Okay, Cancer, let's see what messages we have for you. Queen of Pentacles. Oop, that fell on the floor. Six of Wands, beautiful energy on the table here. Queen of Pentacles with the Six of Wands. The Hermit and the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, interesting. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck is the Wheel of Fortune. Love that. Okay, so Cancer. Let's see here. It feels like you're sitting in a situation right now where you're very grounded. I feel like you've had an opportunity to take care of yourself and to take care of your own stuff, like your environment, your health, your whole situation, your home, your resources. You know, you've got things moving around you in a way that works right now. You've done some self-investment with this Queen of Pentacles, and it's been very successful. It's been something that has led to you feeling almost victorious in your own ability to sort of take care of yourself. Hermit card also coming up here, so that tells me that you've had time to reflect on things and to sort of understand the wisdom of those things. It's interesting to see the Page of Wands in reverse, because the Page of Wands in reverse to me is a character that is sort of like, you know, might have a little tantrum if things don't go the way that they think they should go. Okay, it's almost a little rebellious. It is a little bit angsty to see the Page of Rods in reverse. Seeing the Wheel of Fortune makes me think that things are moving around for you the way they need to move around. So it's interesting. Something is triggering you. You've got everything set up here. You've unpacked a lot of things and understood them for what they are. You've been sort of dealing with yourself. Your focus has been self-focus, which has been very, very positive. And it has gotten you to a place, I think, where you're grounded in yourself, and I feel like you've taken care of some things that have needed to be taken care of, like things involving money, home, health, and feeling grounded, secure, working on who am I questions, like your identity. You feel, you know, you've done some work there, but something is still triggering you to feel angsty and to feel like a little bit limited and to feel almost like you're eager to do something, but there's some hot-headedness, to be honest, with this Page of Wands here. So I'm wondering if it's a situation where you've sort of been focused on yourself and now you're almost reintegrating with others and finding that process difficult, finding that process sort of full of obstacles, and you're not sure how to be not triggered. I think because you've done so much work on yourself right now, you're not about people or obstacles presenting themselves in the form of a person or a situation that feels outside of your ability to work on. Yes, sorry, that just fell on the floor. The Two of Pentacles. We've got the Hermit's back here to clarify in reverse this time. And so it's interesting. There may be some need to step outside of that self. Sorry, let's shuffle those again. You may have been doing so much self-work that now when it's time to reintegrate into community and other people, you're triggered. You're triggered, and it's almost testing the limits of your own self-healing that you've done here. So it's intriguing. You feel a little triggered right now, and that trigger is teaching you something that's going to lead to more transformation. And it's going to take you to a place where you start to actually collaborate successfully with people again. Your coming back into the external world. I can't help but feel, Cancer, that you have been away from the external world. You've been doing inner work, and now it's time to sort of take that this new version of yourself and reintroduce it into the external world. And it's proving to be a challenge. I think you're meeting some obstacles. You know, the obstacles could honestly be things like people know you a certain way. And so now that you've sort of stepped into this new grounded version of yourself where you feel secure and confident, it's almost like people are triggering you a little bit here, because it could be that they just don't recognize you. You know, they don't recognize this new version of yourself that is sort of like they see it, but maybe they're triggering you somehow because there is something here that needs further transformation. The obstacles that you're coming into contact with are actually revealing to you where there is still some illusion, where there is still sort of this need to overcome something. This is very interesting. This is the first reading I have felt like pulling one more card from a different deck. I just want to see, what is the theme of this for Cancer? Like, what is the overall theme? Look at that. Came out right away, fork in the road. Same card number as the death card that you got here, 13. So yeah, this is throwing you into a place where it's like you've gotten yourself down the path of this new road where you're feeling really confident, and now suddenly something has sort of created an obstacle where now you have to choose a new direction, and you're feeling a little triggered by it. It's almost like you were like, I thought I did this already. I thought I resolved all of these triggers, and here comes another one. And, you know, it's intriguing to me because it feels like it's actually going to take you deeper down the path of transformation, but you might not see it that way right now. I almost feel like you see this as a limit. And it's almost like you're like, oh man, I thought I resolved all of these feelings of, like, you know, whatever the pronounced feeling you have. It could be frustration. It could be like you feel a little bit irritated, a little angsty, you know, like you're resisting, you feel frustrated maybe, you know, in that ballpark. When really, this is actually moving you towards further transformation. You may have missed the idea here that transformation isn't like a one-shot Sally. It doesn't just happen and then it's over. It keeps happening. We're constantly transforming. It's not just a singular event and then we're done and then, oh, okay, I'm done, I'm healed, I'm transformed. No, it keeps going. It's layers and layers and layers, you know, and so please hear that in this reading so that you don't feel like limited because there's obstacles. There's always going to be obstacles. What do the obstacles do? They teach us. They're the best teachers that we meet, are obstacles, because they really do teach us how to transform and expand and overcome things, and they shift our perspective. And I feel like this is going to take you from the inner world to the external world. You're moving from being sort of isolated, which was fine, but now you're moving into a space of collaboration, teamwork, and it's going to transform you, but it's also going to put you out there. And when you're out there, you could encounter obstacles. But those obstacles aren't meant to deter you. That, you missed the point then. Those obstacles are meant to get you to sort of be like this llama and go, okay, how am I going to overcome that obstacle? Not to turn around and go home and say, forget it. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is about you. And remember that Wheel of Fortune has been here on the bottom. This is moving you forward. This is not meant to make you feel stuck or like to go back into hiding. No, This isn't about hiding. You weren't hiding before. You were working on understanding yourself in a new way. And now that you have, you gotta come back out into the external world and be who you are. And know that obstacles will come to transform you. And that your job is to just keep moving with that energy. Keep moving with the flow. Stay grounded in the present and just keep moving. Don't let things get you wound up like that page of rods in reverse, feeling angsty and frustrated. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that for you, Cancer. Thank you so much for joining me today. If this reading has resonated for you, please consider subscribing, commenting, sharing, liking. It's always such a pleasure to receive your comments. And I'm sending you so much love and light, and hope you have a wonderful week. And hopefully we'll see you again for another reading. Okay, my friends, take care.